send the link to Pete already or no? Well, I already have it open, so.
You know that 250 grams of oatmeal is almost 3 cups of oats. So I'm not doing 2 packages, I'll do 1.
Well, why not? You did 2 last time.
I know, it was too much oatmeal.
Well, then put more other things. Just put a bit more milk in. Or whatever it is. 1 more egg. Just do another egg and a bit more milk and a little bit more sugar. It's okay. I kind of like having it through the week too. Okay, now we have that discussion recorded. Hello there, this is John Harder, aka Wealth Wiz. And this is broadcast number 200, Sunday morning, beautiful Nayarit, and where I'm coming from, and I am addressing the Billion Coin community. We have a mission with a currency, and there are so many wonderful things coming up just around the corner. It is really, really wonderful to be part of the Billion Coin community at this time, or at any time as far as that goes. I'm excited about a few things that that I believe that are in development, and of course some of that is going to start showing up soon. Okay, so it is great. It's a great morning this morning. It really is a blessing on this beautiful Sunday morning to do this live broadcast. All right, so I don't really have anything really outstanding. Yeah, it's broadcast number 200. And it's the only thing that I can really say that I believe is outstanding, that I am one broadcast closer from reaching a lot more people, or one broadcast closer to reaching a lot more people with the message of the TBC commission or community and mission and currency. All of this is of such high value. And now what I want to talk about today is that of you see, we have grown accustomed to buying all our things at the stores, local stores, and yeah, it has its conveniences. That is true, but the thing is that we're paying very, very much extra money for a lot of shipping and packaging and oh, God knows taxes that go on top of all that, where that would all be unnecessary. If we would create local self-sustaining communities. And we can do this. We can do this. It is already being done in some parts of the world. I believe in Italy, I believe they are doing that. In India, they're doing that. And in Russia, there's literally groups of people that are walking away from the establishment, like they're just walking away from all of it. Like they're tired of all the politics and propaganda that constantly is going on, and they're just leaving all that and walking away from it. Here in Mexico, several years ago, there's a town here, not just a town, but the entire township called Cheran. They drove out all government agents. They drove them all out, and now they have a peaceful town. So the corruption is in government, and that's where the corruption is. It gets turned on humanity. They're the ones with the guns, making it look like humanity are the ones that need to be managed. Those are the ones that are bad. But it's actually the government that are corrupt. And I think it kind of goes hand in hand with the idea that if you don't trust others, then you're not trustworthy. I think that kind of goes hand in hand. If you're a person who just can't trust others, then maybe take a closer look at yourself, why you can't trust other people. And I think that goes a very, very long way, okay? And now building self-sustaining communities, this has been on my mind for some time now, because when I got into TBC, that was one of the first things that opened up to me as a definite possibility, which I have been contemplating that for years, many years actually before that, because I could see the waste, the sheer stupidity of how the system is set up, that we're butchering the animals in one country, haul them into another country, and process it into all types of different food, and from there distribute it all over the world. No place gets to be unique anymore. No, you can't hardly go anywhere in the world where you can actually experience the uniqueness of humanity there, because everything is pushed from one central place out into the world everywhere. This is insane, guys. That's insane. It's insanity. So my proposal is that we stop participating and form groups in wherever we can in our own communities. And as groups, we can do amazing much. As an individual, well, you're in need of other people. But as groups, and start doing what they did in Cheran here, what they're doing in other parts of the world, we can do this. And we start creating self-sustaining communities. We don't rely on shipping from the factories. We don't rely on any of that. We butcher our own pigs in our community. We have our own fabricating shops. We have our own carpentry. We can do everything locally. And inside our local community, everything can be paid with TBC. We're all one. This isn't hard. This isn't hard. We just got to work together. And we've got to understand, we've got to beat the system. We got to beat the system. If we don't, it'll beat us. It can only go one of two ways, guys. And we do have ample tools available at our fingertips now. So we've got to use them. We've got to use them, and we've got to do this. All right, I want to share the screen for a little bit and just go to a, go again back to a blog post. I was on that blog post already last, I believe yesterday. So here we go again. I saw this blog post, and and if you're asking yourself, I wonder if he's actually gone over the whole thing. I'll be honest with you, I haven't. I haven't gone over the whole thing. I have no excuse to say that I was too busy or to this or to that. I mean, yeah, I was busy, but it's all a matter of what we do first, what we decide to do with our time, right? So I really don't have a handful of excuses. All I can say is that I haven't gone over it myself yet, except for what I've gone over it in my broadcast, which is, I believe, 2 broadcasts already that I spent on here and taking a closer look at it. And I really like it. I have another project that I'm setting up that it will be automated, and then I will be focusing my time on the Kringle.cash system much more directly. Okay. All right. So you know, when we're splitting energy like that, it gets daunting. So as I said, I just about have it all set up that it's completely, well, just about completely automated, and then I will be spending my time much more on this directly, and I can be a lot more effective in this community here. All right, so this basically is a fairly long script. This is the entire script of the of making, you know, of building the 2448 system, which is actually a brilliant idea. It's it really is brilliant. The growth, if this system was really anchored in, that everybody would have 2 people within 24 hours. I mean, imagine the explosion of you know, of the size of our community. We would be at 1 billion so incredibly quick. But it is important that we start really focusing on making this happen in a, you know, to elapse a lot of time, because well, it's just necessary. It is just really necessary that we do it. All right. Okay, so I think this is about where I left off in my last broadcast. And so oh yeah, this is going back a little bit. I see that it overlaps somewhat, but and I don't necessarily want to read all of it, but well, I'm going to read it, but not necessarily all here, because I'm a little slow at reading. Okay, so yes, okay, you have already received the gift. Now let's get your profile set up, and you know, then walk them through the process of that. Next is to pay the admin fee, and that's only. And that's only 4 grains of gold. Let me show you how to use the gold calculator, and then of course, you know, there is that. why don't we actually have a look at that? Okay, so here's the gold calculator. Okay, so learn more. Oh, here we are. Here we are. It's not, doesn't look that complicated. Okay, total weight in grains. Well, let's put 4 in. And here we are. It's 1039. It may vary a tiny bit. And here's the price of gold. Well, that's awesome to see. It's awesome to see. This is about to skyrocket, guys. These prices are about to go way up, I believe. Price of gold, price of silver. Most of the stuff is going to actually, I believe, is going to go up quite a bit. All right, so that's the gold calculator. And so then we we can proceed here. Response, don't think so. Do you have any Bitcoin? I don't think so. Okay, I think most of us would know if we'd have it, or I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Admin only accepts cryptocurrencies. So I will guide you on that. Use Cash Center or whatever, and while they are getting access to what is needed to pay for the admin fee, you can suggest that they also come up with enough to pay you too, whatever a day's worth of income is for them should be how much they should pay you. And you can see the current promos to show them the average, show them the advantage of that amount. Of course, once they pay the admin fee, and you should immediately talk them through the transaction verification process, so they immediately get their cookie rewards for doing their first transaction. If you are brand new, going through all of this, it is best to share the profits 50-50 with the sponsor training you until you have redeemed coins for the first time. Thank you for doing your first transaction with me. We have completed the steps of the day. Steps of day 1, and I will help you tomorrow with completing the steps for day 2. By now, you should see how closely you should work with your new referrals to leave nothing to chance in the process of getting them off to a fast start. The more engaged you are in the team below you, the more or the better you will earn. Foolish sponsors allow their newest signups to flounder and die off as fast as they recruit them. So don't be foolish. Let the love in your heart be your guide to care for your referrals, and you will see how big that pays off as you keep the growth going below you with the assistance of your rapid team. Rally teams are encouraged to share their cash flow experience with the new members coming into to demonstrate that TBC pays well. For example, hey John, I cash flow about, you know, GR a day, a week, or month. I love it. Sponsors should rapidly hold the hands of their new referrals for the first 5 days until they fully plug into everything TBC has to offer. TBC was built on a principle of people helping people and people paying people. It all flows together. Make the TBC experience overwhelmingly positive and avoid all negativity, like it was the Black Plague. Oh, negativity like it was the Black Plague. Yeah. Okay, spin all questions or doubts into a positive way of seeing things. Perspective is something we should mold into the way we want it. Don't let little things throw you off your game. Just be Mr. and Mrs. Positive and find the good in all situations and move towards move forward boldly with confidence. Confidence is the most spendable currency in the world. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to stop the screen share here now. Oops, that was not the video. Okay, so stop the screen share and then we'll go back to the video here. All right. Oh, thank you very much for joining me, Romeo. Thank you, Rezar, Brown. Thank you also very much for coming on board. Thank you, Marjorie, for moderating. I appreciate it very much. All right, so we have a we have awesome guidance here from admin. I really appreciate that post as well as many others. Previous posts that admin has posted. It is great, and I believe we are right at the threshold now where TBC is going to start moving very fast. It's awesome to already see it picking up, and I think that momentum is going to gain even more. All right. Okay, thank you very much. This is my 200th broadcast, and let's move forward. Let's do this, guys. We can do it, and we will be building communities that no longer support the current system. We've got to break out of it, and when we do, the system cannot push forward as it is now. It cannot. When it, you know, the more we walk away from it, the weaker it'll get. Okay. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you also that. I've enjoyed it greatly doing broadcasts. You know, I will admit for a while I had a hard time with it, and I wasn't speaking from the heart, and for me it doesn't work to you know to be spoon-fed what to say. That doesn't work for me. I need to see it myself clearly, understand it, and love it, and then speak from the heart. That's how I need to move forward. All right. Okay. Thank you very much again, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and peace.